Hi there guys, my name is John from activejo.com, and this week Garmin announced the release of the Garmin Forerunner 645. Okay, the Forerunner 645 was announced this week by Garmin, and if you look at it, it's pretty much similar to the vivoactive 3 in terms of design. What I'm not going to do is go into every single specification or detail about the device, because it's pretty similar to the other Garmin devices are out. What I'm going to do is talk about the differences, so in terms of the features that it has over the others, but also the features that it does lack. So then hopefully it will give you enough information to be able to make a decision whether the Forerunner is a watch you really want to look at, or whether you should be looking at something else. So first of all, let's tackle the question, why no Fenix 5 update, or why no Fenix 6 at CES 2018? Well, first of all, the Forerunner 645 is the headline product. It's brought a great new feature, which is music support for a wearable for the first time in a Garmin product. I did a video a couple of months back which talked about a Fenix 6 update, or possibly a Fenix 5. And I still think that holds true. And the reason why I still think that holds true is because Garmin, when they originally released the Fenix 3, 9 months later, they then released the Fenix 3 HR, which had the optical heart rate update in there. Now, that sensor had come in a previous wearable, and then it was brought across the Fenix 3 HR. So I think we still will see a Fenix 5 update later this year, possibly around May, maybe June time, with music support, or certainly Garmin Pay with other hardware changes, maybe new materials or new straps. So first of all, starting with the design, as I've already said, it looks like a vivoactive 3, and it's got the same design more or less. And they've also featured on the back the same optical HR sensor that's featured in the Fenix 5 and the vivoactive 3. So again, no difference there. Now, in terms of the screen, it's not touchscreen like the vivoactive 3. However, my preference is to have buttons rather than touchscreens. I think if you're using it in water yarns or wet, it doesn't respond that well. Now, just staying on that screen for a couple of more seconds, it doesn't have a sapphire option. So, like with the Fenix 5, if you're looking for a sapphire option, you can't get one with the 645. So moving on to the fitness and sports profiles. Now, the 645 is similar to the Forerunner 935 in terms of the sports activities it tracks, from running, cycling, swimming, and all of those things. It also does Garmin's strength and rep counting. Now, the things that it does lack: you can't do open water swimming, so if you're into open water swimming, then this is maybe not a device for you. It's also got no multisport or triathlete mode, so if you're into those, then again, the watch is not going to work. And also as well, it's got no power meter support, so if you've got a ANT+ power meter on your bike, it won't collect that data, so it's no good for power meters. Now, these are surprising omissions given the price point. However, you can get them in the 735 or the 935 or the Fenix 5, so you have got other options there. Now, in terms of the other fitness features, it does feature Garmin's training status and training load, which is supplied by Firstbeat. Now, this is featured on the 935 and the Fenix 5. It's not featured in the vivoactive 3. And moving on to the music support. Now, the 645 comes in two options. It comes in a music and a non-music version. Now, in terms of the music support, Garmin say you can get up to 500 songs on the device. Now, that's a lot of music, and that's more than enough for a run, and it's more than enough to have a lot of variety. Now, in terms of support and actually loading music onto the watch, there's two ways to do that. First of all, there's Garmin Express, and you can load files that are already on your computer onto the device. Now, there's one thing to note on this: it has to be free of DRM. You've also got the second option, which is using either Deezer or iHeartRadio. Now, these are streaming services which are available in Europe and the US, and store it offline and play it back when you're running. Now, people have been asking, will Spotify, will Apple Music or Pandora come to the device? I personally don't think Spotify will, because they've got an exclusive deal with Samsung at the moment. Certainly Apple Music won't come, and it's very unlikely Pandora will come either. So right now, if you are a Deezer user or iHeartRadio, then it's a great choice to go with. And if you've got a load of DRM-free music on your computer, then again, and you can transfer it to the device. Now, in terms of smart features, it comes with call and text alerts now. As with all of the Garmin devices, you can't reply to them calls or you can't reply to them texts. So if you want to do that, you're probably better off with a Gear Sport or an Apple Watch. It also comes with Garmin Pay. Now, right now, Garmin Pay is only available in the US and selected countries around the world. It's not available certainly in the UK and most of Europe. So my take on this, Garmin really needs to sort their act together and get Garmin Pay rolled out, because users will move on to another service and start using that. My opinion so far of the Garmin Forerunner 645, I think it's a great mid-range watch. I think for those people that were looking to get the vivoactive 3 and were put off because of no music support, then this is a great option. It's only a little bit more to get it, and with that you get music support, but you also get the advanced training state and training load that you get on the higher end Garmin watches, and I think it's well worth investing a little bit more if you're thinking about getting a vivoactive 3. Now, if you are a triathlete or you are into open water swimming or you want power meter support, then this watch is probably not going to be for you, as I've already mentioned, and maybe need to look at something like the Fenix 5 or the Forerunner 935. So guys, thanks very much for watching this video. I will be getting a review unit in the next couple of weeks, and I will be doing full testing on that and bringing out a video. So please subscribe to my channel, as it's really appreciated, and you'll also be notified when that video comes out. And also, if you've liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Finally, thank you very much for watching. I hope it's been useful. If you have got a question, please leave it below. Thanks very much. Speak to you soon.